Hi everyone, welcome or welcome back to Dramatic Budgets. If this is your first time here, then welcome, and my name is Lisa and I am on a debt-free and hopefully savings journey to get rid of what started out as just under £11,000 worth of debt. If you have been with me before, then welcome back and thank you for joining me for another video. It's lovely to have you here. Today is Sunday and I get paid tomorrow. So that means that we need to close out the month of November. So sort everything out so that it's a fresh start, so that when tomorrow rolls around and I get that wage into my account, I can start completely afresh. And boy, do I need to start afresh. I will be honest. This month has been a bit of a rubbish one. You will see through this video that I have used my credit card more than I should have done and more than I really wanted to. I have basically overspent on all of my weekly wallets. I've even emptied out some of my sinking funds, and so still had to sort of crack open the credit card. It's just been a hell of a month. But on the positive side, it does show me that what I want to do next year is right, in that I want to try and get as far ahead as possible so that by this end of the year, when Christmas and birthdays and all that sort of stuff rolls around, I should hopefully have the money there rather than having to use the credit card. But we shall see. So yes, so we are I'm going to take you through everything that I've spent this week in my planner, take you through the last week of November on those budget sheets. You will notice when we go through these that all of my envelopes are completely empty, but I do have in my back to bank envelope quite a bit of cash. So obviously this is what I've spent on my cards, including my credit card. If I've had the money in an envelope to be able to pay that off, I've put that in here. And so what I tend to do at the end of this is if I don't need to put it back into the bank to cover my direct debits, I put it into my savings challenges so that it builds up and then I can pay more off of debt at the end, if that makes sense. So I've got my binders next, and obviously we will also go through my sinking funds before we do the back to bank, because I think I've got some change in the sinking funds that I can also put towards saving challenges as well. So we shall roll up our sleeves and we shall get on with it. So I'll just move my lovely Saffiano out the way and have a look at what we have spent today. This week. So this week is, we'll just drop you down a little bit. Hopefully you can see that a little bit better and a bit clearer. So this week has been a little bit over a week. So we started off on the 18th of November until today, the 27th. So it's kind of like a week and a couple of days, just over. So on the 18th, I spent nothing, which was great. So we have a nice no spend in there. On the 19th, on the Saturday, I went to Morrison's for a couple of bits for tea for me and my other half. So that was £4.58. And then I got the train into town from his house to meet some friends for lunch. So that is what the £3.40 was. I'll show you how much I spent at the actual meal when we get to the credit card bit. So that was £3.40 out of my miscellaneous. On the Monday, I went and filled my car with fuel and did the usual trick of not being able to get it dead on £20, so it was £20 and 1 pence. The Monday, I went to Asda and just got a couple of little bits, so that was £2 and 9. On the Tuesday, we had a no spend day. So that is that. I have now not got any no spend stickers left. So the 23rd, my direct debits came out for one of my credit cards and my Audible, so that was all fine. On the Thursday, I went to Morrison's and bought a couple of little bits for tea, which was £5.84, and I went to WH Smith's and because I was having a bit of a rubbish day, or a lot of a rubbish day, and ended up buying a bag of like snowballs that they've got on there for £1. So that was the WH Smiths. On Friday, my Kindle Direct Debit came out, so that's all good. I went to Holland and Barrett and used my health sinking fund to buy some. I've decided to try this natural deodorant. So that was a £9 on Black Friday for the starter kit. So I'm going to give that a go and see how it works out, and if it's any better, or worth paying a little bit more than the cheap spray deodorants that I buy at the minute. I then got the train into Leeds on Friday because a friend of mine had got a free ticket to a show and asked whether I wanted to use that. So that cost me, believe it or not, I went further on a single ticket than I did here on a return ticket, and it cost me more. I don't know how that works out, but it was £4.60 anyway for the train. And I nipped into Sainsbury's and I picked up, I can't actually remember what it was, but something for £1.30. Can't exactly remember what it was. Saturday I nipped to Asda and picked up like a meal deal and some milk, I think it was. That was £5.29. And then I have spent nothing so far today, but obviously I do not have any more stickers, so we're just going to write no spend on here. There we go. So no spend. And that is it for the week. So not too bad. We did come out with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 no spend days in the end, which was half of what I wanted, but it's going to be one of those weeks. So that is my basic spending for the week. So sinking funds we will come to a little bit later. We'll go through and I'll look at what I've spent out of those. Nothing that I had to add to my transaction log, so that was all fine. Credit card. Oh God. Yeah. So credit card got used a lot this week. Some of it I was kind of expecting to use, some of it I wasn't. But it is what it is, and we just have to deal with it and move on, essentially. So I've used something off both of my credit cards this week. So I spent £25 on the meal that I went out for lunch on the Saturday last week. And I did pay for the train ticket, but I took the money out of my miscellaneous and put it into my back-to-bank envelope. So that I have been able to cover. So £239.50 for theatre tickets. This obviously is not just for me. This is for, I think, 7 of us, something like that. So most of that I will get back, and that can go straight on. For some people, I have just said, I owe you money, so we'll take it off what I owe you. But I have got some money coming back for that. But that is why the theatre tickets is on there, because I've paid for those. I'll be getting that money back. £54.40 is for a Christmas present that I ordered. I haven't got enough in my wallet to pay that back, but we are putting some more money into Christmas in the next month, and obviously anything that is left in that Christmas envelope by the time that Christmas comes will be going back onto my credit card. So that was that. £77.10. Yesterday I took my other half to Harrogate. A friend of ours allowed us to stay in her flat overnight because of the train strikes. So this was kind of breakfast this morning, dinner yesterday, and then half of the drinks obviously that we bought last night. So that's what that's come from. Again, it's not ideal, but at the end of the day, it's his birthday, and I just hadn't got enough in my social. I didn't have anything in my social. So £10 we bought. I bought a bottle of the M&S version of Bailey's whilst I was in town. Again, I didn't have my wallet on me that day for to use it out of my food account. The Holland & Barrett £9, obviously I have paid back into the back to bank envelope, and the same with the £19.30. This was a Christmas present, so I used the money and put that back to bank. £4.60 was the train fare on Friday, and £9 was 2 drinks whilst we were in the theatre. So this month, this month has been a very spendy month on that credit card. £538.30, and quite frankly, I didn't realise it was going to be quite as much as that, and that shocked me. But as I say, there is not a lot that I can do about it. It's done, and all I can do is work hard to pay that debt back off. So, you know, what can I do at the minute? It's that time of year, and unfortunately I haven't got the cash, so it's gone on my credit card. One of my plans for next year is to fill my sinking funds as much as I can to stop me from needing to use the credit card for things like this. So obviously, you know, hopefully in the future it won't be used, but things happen. We use credit cards because they're there and that's how they get us. But I am trying not to dial down on myself too much, because I know I'm probably going to have to use the card for the month of December, and then obviously from January I am going to try and put myself on a complete ban from my credit cards, so that I can try and pay everything off. So yeah, I'm trying not to have a go and be a Debbie Downer on myself, because I know I've got savings in other places, but yeah, it is what it is, and there's not a lot I can do about it. So we come to our weekly wallets. So food in total this week, I used £20 and 10 pence. So obviously 10 pence over, you know, I'm not too worried about that. Fuel was 1 pence over. Again, definitely not going to worry about that. My spending, obviously I had nothing in my spending envelope, so that was fine. And I spent £8 in total on my miscellaneous envelope, so that was £3 over. So that leaves us with a total rollover. We're definitely in the minus this week, this month, aren't we? £32.82 over we were last week, and this week we are over. Right, so our final total is minus £37.93. It's the first month since I started the channel that I've been in the minus, I think, and again, it is what it is, and I've just come to the conclusion that November and December are just horrendous months in regards to budgeting, especially this year, because I only started this channel, you know, sort of from the August budget. So to be able to have said that I've managed to save what I have for sinking funds so far, I'm not getting myself down too much. But yeah, it does give you that little bit of a downer, really, unfortunately. But what can you do, or what can I do? It's done. I just have to deal with it and move on, unfortunately. So our budget sheets. So I will just show you my envelopes. These lovely ones that were gifted to me are all empty, so that's fine. So nothing else to see in there. Obviously we will deal with this in a while. So we have a rollover. We had a rollover of £106.57. We didn't get anything else coming in, so obviously it stayed at that. We had all the direct debits came out, but the credit card one was less than we expected, as we thought it might be. So that was actually only £37.84 instead of £38.12, so a few pence really, which means that we actually had £53.82 come out instead. So 106.57 minus 53.82 is £52.75. So the food, the weekly wallets, instead of the 65, we had 20, 40, 60, £68.11, which obviously takes us well into the red. Yeah, which we thought we were in the minus, and obviously I've taken money out of the back to bank and put it into my account. So, oh dearie me. The thing is, I've had enough money. I don't know how we've ended up with all of this, because actually I've had enough. I put £20, I think it was, back into my envelopes, back into my bank at the beginning of the week, and that has covered everything that it's needed to cover on here. So it's gonna look really horrible, is this final one. I've got no change out of my wallets for the penny challenge, no notes left over from the 3 monthly challenge. My overdraft was actually £2.12 instead of £2. So that's a total on there of £2.12. So we are over budget this week by minus £67.48. Yeah. So I've just realised that that's not supposed to be there. That's supposed to say £2 and that's supposed to say £2.41. Yeah, so yeah, I don't know. I am at a loss. November, thank God you're going to be over soon, because God knows what's been happening with my budget this month. It's just, it doesn't make an awful lot of sense to me, because I haven't overspent that much in my bank account. I think I've got something like 19 pence left in my account, but I've managed to pay all my bills, and do you know what, that is the bit that I'm more bothered about. So I am not going to worry too much about it, because I think the more I worry, the worse it will be, and you know, what can I do? So we're just gonna, I'm effectively going to ignore it and just move on and hope for the best. So yeah, that's the way it is. So first of all, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do my sinking funds, go through my sinking fund envelopes, and we will do this bit. And then once everything is, we will sort out that back to bank envelope, and then hopefully the month will be over and I can go to sleep and wake up in a land where I've not spent £500 for the whole month and my credit card. So my emergency fund started off with £55. I added £25 to it, so that's 50, 60, 70, that's £80, and we have 240s in there. So we have not spent anything, which gives us £80 in there. So that's fine. So Christmas, as you can see, is completely and utterly empty. So I started off with £62. I spent I put in £180. So I've actually spent 180 plus 62, £242, which leaves us with zero. Yeah, I'm just... Car insurance started off with 40. I've put nothing in and I have still got £40 left. So that is spent nothing, and I am still left with the 40. So holiday started off with £40 and I've put nothing in there. I've spent nothing and I've still got £40. So if you watched my last video, or budget with me video, you may have heard me mention that I have actually booked next year's holiday. So my boyfriend has paid it off and I need to pay him back. So I've worked out that to pay it off before we go away in July, plus the spending money that I would like for when we go in July, I need to try and aim for about £200 a month to pay him for the holiday. So what I'm going to do is, I'm not going to be able to do all of that obviously from my wage, which he's fine with. So what I am going to do is I am going to use any saving challenges that I've got. Half is going to go towards debt and half is going to go towards was going to go towards sinking funds. So any of my savings challenges, that money will go towards paying him off every month. For that, I've got £40 in my sinking fund, but obviously I have got some savings challenges that I'm doing. I'm going to empty out the penny savings challenge at New Year, so obviously any money from that will put as much towards, and I have got some savings in like the dice challenge and things that was going to go towards my holiday anyway, so we will just maybe take some of that out as we go along to pay him off if I haven't got enough to give him from anything else. So yeah, it's going to be tight, but do you know what, it's for a holiday, and as long as I am still paying off debt and I've still got enough money to be able to do all my shopping and things during the week, then I'm happy with that. So we'll see how that goes. So this sinking fund one is, so car maintenance, we started off with £100. We haven't added anything to it, and obviously we've still got that £100 in my bank. So we've spent nothing and we're left with £100. So hair and beauty started off with £10. No, sorry, started off with £2, which is these £2 here. I've added the £10, so that now gives, and I've spent nothing, so that gives me 12. So that's that. So date night started off with £20. I didn't add anything to it. I've spent the £20, as you can see, so that leaves me with nothing in there. So gifts, this is the one that's got some left in. So I started off with £96. Oh. So let's see what we've got in here. So we put nothing in this week. So we have got 10, 15, 16, 17, 17, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 92, 94, 96, 98, £1 and a penny. So 15, 16, 17, £18 and a penny. Taken from 96. So I've actually spent £77.99 in total. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually get rid of this change and put it in. This is going to go into my savings challenge. So I'm going to put that change to one side. So what actually we've got left from 96 is £17, 10, 15, 16, 17. Yeah, so I've actually spent £79. So that leaves us with £17. There we go. Which is not bad, because obviously I've had birthdays this month, so that's fine. Healthcare started off with £8. I put £10 in and I've got £5, £6, £7, £8 left. So I've actually spent the £10. We're left with 8 again. So that's that. So house, we started with £20 and we've got 10, 11, 12, 13, £14 left. I didn't put anything in, so I've spent 6 and we've got 14 left. So shows I put nothing in. I started off with £20, but obviously I've taken this out and put it in the bank-to-bank envelope for to cover some of the ticket money that I spent on my credit card. So spent £20 and left with nothing in there. So Fur Baby had started off with nothing, but I did put £20 in, but I have actually spent that £20 on paying my mum back for the vets. So she's that started off with nothing. And Slimming World started off with nothing. £20 went in, £20 is still in there, so I've spent nothing and I've still got that £20. So that is the sinking funds done. So in total, this week we have spent, this month, sorry, a total so we spent a total of £397 this month, which is fine because that's what sinking funds are supposed to do. They're supposed to be spent, so I'm happy enough with that. And then what I am actually left with is £251. So I'm happy enough with that. I've got 250 quid put aside for things. I'm happy. I have still got almost as much as what I've put in this month. So do you know what? I am absolutely fine with that. And I think that's a good end to the month when I know it's been such a spendy month. So yeah, it is what it is. What can you do? So on to the better things, which is savings challenges. So we'll get the penny challenge out ready. But what I'm going to do first is the notes I've got in here are going to go into my 3 monthly challenge. So I have obviously got quite a few notes in here for that. So they're all going to go there, and then we will count up all of this change once I've done that. So we have got 20, 40, 50, 60, 65, 70, £75 there, which means I can finish this challenge. So we have got a 10. Let me get the Sharpie out. So that is that one. We've got another 10. So that can, what have I done here? You know when you're like trying to think what you've just done with that stuff. Another 10 and a 15. So let me just check this now, because I should have £150 in this challenge. So let's just check, because I'm not sure where I've put. You'll be able to tell me where I've put that. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 10, 20, 30, 35, 40. There we go. I didn't actually put it in, did I? Yeah. So this should now be £150. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 110, 120, 130, 135, 140, 145, 150. Yay! We finished. We finished. And it's a 3-month challenge. 8th of September, October, November, December. We actually finished it within 3 months. Yes. Oh my God. Oh my God. So that is brilliant. So that is my challenge complete. Absolutely brilliant. I'm trying not to swear. That is absolutely fantastic. So that means that I have got half of this that I can put to debt and half of it that I can put in sinking funds. So I have got, when I've looked at my debt challenge and what I kind of put in, I'm just trying to find my book out really quickly. So this was my original debt confession, and these are my debts. So I wanted to, my first priority was actually my Freeman's account because I've got so much on it. But actually what I've done is changed this because the Very account was my second priority, mainly because I was still, it was just a buy now, pay later on here. But this has now gone to sort of where I need to actually pay interest. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to use the half of the money from this challenge to try and pay off. I think it's about £90 is my Very account at the moment. So that will pretty much pay most of it off, which is great. And then the other, obviously, I am going to put towards my credit card debt. Well, actually, no, it's not. It's going to go towards my holiday debt, actually. That's more what it's going to go towards. So that is fantastic. I am so glad and so happy to have started that. So that's that one done. But it does mean that we can start another challenge. So what I'm going to do is the next one, I'm going to actually take this out of here. Oh, there we go. So that is all done and dusted. This one I'm not starting until the new year. Same with this. So my next one is the Save 60. So I've actually got this as a thank you card from Budget with Ira when I did, I think it was one of the first orders I made with him. So Save 60, and I have got £40 left. So let us go with, obviously, the first big 20. That's great. And then what we'll do with the other 20, we'll do, I think, we'll do a 15 and a 5. Because then it's just really sort of small numbers after that. So that's great. So we've got that. So those are going to go into here. Ooh. Which means I've not only started another challenge, I'm actually halfway there. Well, over halfway. So, you know, this might be a little bit weird to anybody else, but this is the way I kind of feel I need to do it in my head to ensure that I kind of am encouraged to keep going with it. Like I say, it might sound really stupid to other people, but I know the way my brain works, so bear with me. It will work it out. So, I'm really sorry if you've got headphones on. There we go. So that is the back to bank envelope empty. So that's to go back in my drawer. And then we're going to work out how much we have actually got here. I'm really sorry if this is loud. So we have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8, 9, 20, 40, 60, 80. So that should be £1, 7, 8, 9. So that's 10. 20, 40, 60, 80, 90. Another £1. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 55, 56, 58, 60, 62, 64, 66, 68, 70, 72, 74, 76, 78, 79. So I've got £11.79 to put into Big Bertha over here. So, which should be a pretty damn good one, actually. So we have got, so £11.79. Just in case this goes horribly wrong, I'm just going to write it down somewhere because, you know, so that I don't have to try and remember. So £11.79. So minus £3.13 is £8.66. So minus £3.12. Minus £3.11. That's 243, which we do have. So we can take those two off and a 243. That's not bad. That's not bad. I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. So we just need to switch this back on. There we go. And we will pop all of this change in. So I apologise because I have no idea how to speed this up on camera. So and we are on £287.09. There we go. So that is not bad. That is not bad. It makes me feel better about overspending, if I'm honest. You know, we're still nowhere near. I know that, to finishing this. But I am going to empty this on probably it's probably going to be New Year's Day. Or New Year's Eve. It depends on how busy I am on each of those days as to whether I get around to doing it. This is getting incredibly heavy. This is so heavy now, and it's probably coming up to 3/4 full. So I'm not sure if I'd fit the whole. Like, oh, I've missed one. Oh look, there we go. Just check there's no more. £287.14. But yeah, this will be getting unstuffed no matter what in the new year. So yeah, we are all good to go. That is all, I think, it from me tonight. I'm going to stop while I feel like I'm ahead. I'm going to aim to put this out in the morning, so that'll be Monday. And obviously I will get all the cash out of the bank tomorrow, and we'll film a cash stuffing video for the month and my weekly wallets, obviously for tomorrow, and aim to get that out to you on Tuesday. I am gonna look at doing a meal plan tonight. I'm hoping I can be bothered, but quite frankly, after all this, my head's just exploded. So I'm aiming to go and have a bath and just have an early night. Thank you so much, guys, if you are still with me. It is a quite long video again, I know, but I have managed to finish one of my challenges, so that is a positive to go with the negative of the fact that I've just spent way too much money this month. So thank you again for joining me. If you haven't already and you would like to, then please click that subscribe button. I would love to have you with me. Give this video a like if you liked it. And obviously, if you would like to comment, then please do comment. The only thing I do ask is that it is sort of constructive criticism if you don't agree with anything, because I know that, you know, we can't always agree, but I know this is probably what's best for me. Thank you much, guys, and I will see you all very soon. Have a lovely weekend, what is left of it, and have a great week. Bye.